now. Hi,
Oh,
everybody. Welcome. I am Sun Psychic Jean, and today is Fabulous Friday with my favorite psychics, Terry Lee from Pure Visionary Psychic Medium and Terri Suzuki from Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. Thank you for joining us. Hello, ladies.
Hi, I'm happy to be along for the ride today, Jane.
And
yeah.
are you out of the frozen temperatures, Terry Lee?
Let's see. We're actually balmy 33 degrees, which feels amazingly warm compared to what we've had. So I'm stoked.
Well, that's great. Hi, Dune. Hi, Mama Bear. Thanks for joining us.
Hey.
And Terry Suzuki, are you in freezing temperatures there?
No, we're actually in fairly nice temperatures. It's raining a little bit, so it's not as cold because it was cold. Our ground, we didn't have snow, but the ground was completely frozen, so it's like crunchy when you walk on it. But it's not now. It's a little bit warmer. I mean, you still got to wear a coat outside and things like that, but not so bad.
Yeah, I think we're getting the freezing temperatures that Texas and the center of the U.S. has, and that Terry Lee had a few days ago. It's very windy and very cold
Yeah,
here.
you've got that brutal cold.
Yeah, yeah, and it's not raining or snowing, but I had to put my hood up and fasten my hood all the way to my chin to get from the office to the car.
Oh,
I mean, that's how
cool.
much the wind is like so cold, you know?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Well, we are really, really happy to be here, and Carter is here, and Richie. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. Richie, I do have your question. Aw. And Mama Bear, I do have your question. So, Terry Lee, what has been occupying your interest these days?
I went back and forth in my mind today going, should I tell them this story? Should I tell them? And I guess I'm going to tell you this story. So I really try to keep my energy and my vibration up, no matter what happens each and every day, just be happy and keep that positive outlook. Well, yesterday I kind of took this little negative turn and I got interested in something that was negative, right? I'm not going to tell you what it was because I don't want to give that energy again, right? But I took a little negative turn. And I got a delivery at the door and I turned around with my package to put it on the table and noticed that my house was full of water. My washing machine had overflowed and I had like about an inch and a half of water everywhere. And it was so cute because my little puppy, when I went, and screamed, he ran and hid under the bed. He must have thought he did it or something. I don't know. But so there I was with this, and I got so upset, and so I'm like, oh, I can't believe what happened. And I'm cleaning it up and I'm calling my husband and come and get it. And then as things went on during the latter part of the day, I thought, you know what? You kind of got your energy askew, right? I just kind of got my energy skewed a little bit, And I'm not saying that's exactly why it happened, but it didn't necessarily help me to already have that kind of negative energy, right? And then be going through this. So I thought, that's it. You got to just let go of that. So today I was listening, I got all fired up and I'm listening to Esther Hicks. She's so amazing and it just pulls me right back into focus. But what I loved about what I heard from her today was, you're going to get off. You're going to get off. Your focus is going to get off. You're going to get off balance. You're going to have those moments. But the way to get back in quicker is just to say, you know what? I'm human. I got off a little bit and now I'm back and I'm good.
Wow.
So I've just been feeling so good today. My husband, we got everything all cleaned up and fixed up. And, we're going to have some people come and look at our floors and stuff, but it's all fine. And it was just that word of saying, just let it go and still be happy and still be grateful and still be looking forward to the day, which how can I have a bad day with you two ladies, right? So that's my story. That's kind of what
Oh,
I've been up to.
oh.
Other than surviving the winter, that's pretty much it.
That's great. That's great. And just so in case anybody doesn't know, what state are you coming to us from?
I am coming to you from the mountains of Idaho with
And
about probably 3.5 foot of snow outside my window right now.
oh,
Not too unlike what I've got here behind me. It's a beautiful place to be, and I just love it. And I'm going to get out and take a hike. This warm weather has really got me psyched. And I'm going to watch my granddaughter ski tomorrow and go take a hike with my dogs.
Very
wonderful.
cool.
Yeah.
And Terry Suzuki, what has been occupying your interest lately?
Um, I have a new challenge in front of me. So at the next metaphysical fair that I'm going to be a vendor at, um, I'm going to read people. I'm going to read a room, talk to some people, but then they have asked me to be the headliner for Saturday night. And they have asked me to take a whole room full of people on a spiritual journey. And I've often done this one-on-one with people, and it was only about a month ago that I was able to take 3 other ladies on a journey. So I'm kind of like, why did you say yes to that? A whole room full of people. So I've been practicing. I've been taking people on journeys all together. There'll be some more coming up this week.
And this is your unique ability that separates you. Not only are you psychic and a medium, but you also go on spiritual journeys where a myriad of things may happen. It's just an amazing process that you have that is unique to only you. And when you originally saw Susan Lynn before you even started all of this, and she gave you a reading, she pointed this out to you and said, always be true to your uniqueness. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yeah. Even though I didn't quite, I mean, her spirits already knew it, but I didn't quite know it then. I
Right.
just was very imaginative. So,
Wow.
yeah, so it's hard. So this has been a real work in progress because I've had to like write it up. Like, what do I say about it? Because to be honest, just like you said, I don't completely know what's gonna happen. We could meet angels, we could meet ascended masters, we could healings happen, all sorts of things happen. Gifts are given and received, So it's always fun. It's always a cool adventure.
It really is. It really is. That's lovely. Well, thank you both for sharing. And I too am getting ready for a couple of um, metaphysical fairs, I guess you would call them. One is in the first weekend in March. I think it's like the third or fourth, and the other one is in the first weekend of April. So if you're in the DC metro area, um, you can look me up there. I'll try and post them on my community page in case anybody's interested. Um, yeah, wow. Okay, so we have a lot of questions here, girls. And I want to just say we have Amy Chechka because I saw the way she pronounced it on Terry Lee's channel. And I said, I'm going to try and say Amy Chechka. I
Yes.
love it. I
Oh,
love saying everybody's name the correct way.
mhm.
So what do you say? Are we ready to go?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for being here. And we appreciate you posting your questions. And let me just see, Laura Mars, I have you. Hildy, I have you. Carter, Deborah, Dawn, Amy, and that I have everybody, all of your questions. And I just want to say hello to Pierrette and Steve. I'm not sure if you want to just have a general reading. Just let me know. I'm not sure about the other thing. Um, ah, Very nice. Okay. So Richie says, do you have a message from my book, Love Harry? I had to put him down a few years ago, but he keeps coming up in my thoughts when things get quiet. Interesting. Richie, I love your icon too. So cool. The first one takes a little longer. Whoever's ready can jump in.
I I just have to say it. I'm just seeing the beautiful face of a happy black lab. Just, that just beautiful smile, the love and the energy that's coming from this dog is I mean, you must have given this dog an amazing, wonderful life. And he's coming in, I believe, in gratitude. He's coming in gratitude and love for you, just to encourage you. And I don't know if you took him out into the wilderness a lot. I'm kind of seeing um, kind of like a trail, hiking, lots of fun, water. Uh, you know, um, I have visitations from my dogs. I've got a lot of dogs in my past, and they pop up and in different ways. Um, and I'm just feeling like Harry wants you to know how wonderful you are and how loving and kind you were to him and how he returns that to you. Yeah.
So I see Harry on my stage as well. And he comes over and sits down. I'm kind of sitting on the edge. He's over there. He comes over and he takes his left paw and kind of puts it on my shoulder. Like, you know how sometimes a big dog will do that, and it can hurt, but he's very gentle. He's very careful to just kind of lean his paw on me. And the first thing that says to me is he just very, very in love with you, just loved you getting a message to you. And then as I asked him for more of a message, um, he's not using English. So above his head, I just see this stream of white bubbles, just bubbles. And I'm like, what are these? And it's they've actually shifted twice. One, the white bubbles were like your thought patterns. He could hear your thoughts. He could see that you were always thinking, always engaged with life. But then the thought bubbles kind of turned to water bubbles, as if Harry dived into some water to retrieve something and just saw all these little bubbles. And oh, so he says, fun, fun. Life was fun with you. It was like diving into the water and seeing all the bubbles and trying to figure out, what am I supposed to bite? What am I supposed to grab and bring up? Oh, he's such a cool dog. Okay, that's what I got.
Very nice, very nice. Well, he is a very warm soul. Harry is your companion. He feels like he's your brother. He feels like he's almost like your protector and your companion. He really misses being around you. And I feel as though you're thinking of him because his energy is coming close to you. And possibly it may be time for him to come back again. He may be coming back. And I'm not sure if you're thinking about getting another dog or another animal. I feel as though that he is preempting you for something, just trying to let you know that he's still there. And I feel like if you are thinking about getting another pet, he's letting you know that he's going to come back. And that has been coming up a lot lately. That the pets have been reincarnating on a faster turnaround. Yeah, and so Richie says he says I spoiled him. He was so good. I would take him into I would take him to water and he loved to play in water.
Oh,
Aw,
that's great.
very nice. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Kelly. Thanks for coming. Kelly, I saw you were on earlier. I couldn't get home in time to say hello. And Patty 73 is here. Oh, look, I can see you so much more with these on. Oh, very nice, very nice. Well, thank you, Richie. That was a very endearing
Mhm.
question. I appreciate that. And next, I have Mama Bear. She says, "Hi, Mama Bear. I would like a message from my best friend that passed away. Her name is Autumn." Aw, I have a family member named Autumn. I love that name. Aw, and Richie says, "Thank you, ladies, so much. You're welcome." Mama Bear. So I'm getting that that she is around you uh, a lot, and that she is sort of experiencing your life through your eyes. Like she can see things from your point of view. She is more than just your best friend. You have shared lives, past lives together. She says she loves you. It's a very, very special love, she said, because it's not family, it's not sister, it's not anything that you had to do. It was a choice, and that you got along very well, and that you could say anything to one another. And the trust was beyond, beyond any other relationship. I'm not sure if you didn't have any sisters, but she's saying she's like a sister to you. Um, but she has beautiful, beautiful energy. She does stay around you. She is watching you, what happens in your life through your eyes, she's saying. She says, I can see what's going on and I can hear her. So anybody else?
I just got a very short message. Actually, what happened was is she talked to me so quickly, it kind of shocked me. It kind of got me off a little. So as I was tuning into Mama Bears, as I just got to one point in the little mantra I say, right away I could just feel Mama Bear. I'm like, oh yeah, she's a Mama Bear. She's got those Mama Bear characteristics. And then I heard Autumn. Autumn's like, yeah, she's all that. She is that. I loved her ferocity. I loved being under her
Mm,
protection. Under, she said, she's a fierce friend, fiercely loving the people she loved. And I'm going to use love a million times here. I loved being loved by her. She said, I loved being part of her world. The fierceness of those mother bear uh, thoughts were just amazing to me. I just felt like I knew her always. And okay, I'm just going to, I feel like I'm putting myself out there in a limb, but she says happy birthday. Okay.
beautiful.
Beautiful. Interesting. I don't know, and maybe you can validate this. I'm sensing this lively, vivacious, but the word I kept hearing was I'm a tease. I'm a tease. Um, I just get the feeling that you two together were very fun loving, and that you both shared things that you never shared with anyone before. And I got the word soul sister, as was it Jean that said that you
Hmm.
like sisters? And what else did I write down here? Oh, the bond. Your souls have had a bond that is very, very powerful. And I believe it's been over lifetimes with Jean. Jean said that, and I believe that as well. I definitely feel that. But the one thing I caught from her was just this really, like she was peeking out, underneath her hair and just winking and silly and fun loving. And that was the kind of joy that you shared with each other. Lots of giggling and lots of little secret things back and forth between each other that no one else in the room would know. That's the feeling I'm getting from her, and she's just a real treat. Thank you for letting us read her.
Did,
Oh, that's
um,
beautiful. Yeah.
Jean, did you notice that Mama Bear said we had a falling out before she died? And
Yeah.
that's all gone. That's all gone.
They don't feel
She's
any of that
Yeah.
over
She
there.
said they were very close and that she had a falling out before she died. But
Oh,
what I was getting with that mama bear was just the insecurity. I think there was some insecurities, and you know, when you had more of an equal playing field, I think things were easier for her than when you started to, have kids and a home and busy, and you weren't as attentive to her. I think she was a little insecure about that. But thank you very much. Thank you very much. And she does want you to remember all of those
yes.
good times.
Mhm.
Still mean the world to her. She wouldn't trade them for anything.
I believe that
Very.
when on the other side, everything that was important and was beautiful about relationships is what sticks. That's what stays.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And Terry Lee, can I ask you to pull your mic just a little bit closer to you?
Oh, sure.
I don't know if you have a
Uh,
volume on it.
I noticed it was lower today, and I did adjust it to its highest setting. So I'll just try to
That's
stay
fine.
on
That
top of.
sounds so much better now. So,
Okay.
all right. So, Lori Morris. Hi, Lori. I would love a message from my friend who recently passed. Her name is Penny Thomas. Very nice. Thank you for coming, Lori. Thank you for your question. Oh, you're welcome, Mama Bear.
Aw.
Penny Thomas, Lori's friend. Sure if you work together, Lori, but I'm seeing her maybe sitting at a desk.
I'm feeling, and I'm just going to start going off here. I'm feeling that maybe she was kind of a shy soul. And what I heard was she wants to thank you so much for making her feel welcome and comfortable, for making her feel loved and accepted by you. That it wasn't always that easy with other people, but she felt comfortable with you and accepted and appreciated. And she just wants to give you the thankfulness from the bottom of her heart. So I hear from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for making me feel accepted and loved and feel good about myself. She seems like a sweet person, like, you know, and maybe just a little shy.
She was her good friend's mom. She was a mother of one of her
Oh,
good friends. I
oh,
see.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's all right. Let me see. What was her name again? Here it is.
And
Uh, Penny Thomas. Hmm.
so I see Penny. Kind of they're showing me Penny, and she. I feel like they're showing me her as she's older. Not, a lot of times they show you them younger, even if they're even if they live to a long age, they kind of go to the age they loved the most. And I see I think she has kind of short, slightly blondish hair, kind of set. And I feel like I see her sitting in a kitchen. She feels very homey, whether it's a kitchen or office, it kind of doesn't matter. She feels very homey. And while I think she was kind of a shy person, she feels like the person you want to talk to. If you had a really bad problem, you want to talk to her about it because she had this way of suspending judgment. That's what I'm hearing, suspending judgment. That you might have to tell her something that you know she wouldn't like hearing, that maybe she didn't believe in, that maybe, but she had a way of accepting you right where you were and not falling back on cliches like that's stupid, you can't believe that, or don't trust that, or whatever. She took you where you were at, and I think that's why she made such a wonderful friend, such a wonderful connection. So Penny, do you have a message? She wants you to just keep on doing what you are, keep developing, and the spiritual part of you, keep being curious, keep being looking out there, keep, she says, telling your stories, keep talking to people, keep telling them wonderful things that you have to tell people. Okay.
So she's letting me know that she felt the connection too, that she definitely saw you as somebody very special, even though you weren't her own flesh and blood. That it was very easy to talk to, just like Terry said, in short wavy hair, like Terry said, and that she was able to see your soul, like she was able to connect with you on a level that not many people do. Very authentic and very open and very trustworthy. Just a real there's like she was really very interested in hearing what you had to say and wasn't too wrapped up in her own business, and just the similarities and the ease that you could say something and she would know what you were trying to say even though you couldn't find all the words or describe it. She would be like, yes, or just sort of like fill it in, or just automatically understand. She was just really easy to communicate with. But when I asked her for the message, she just wanted me to let you know that she felt the specialness between you as well. And a lot of times when we reincarnate with our soul family, sometimes it's our friends, coworkers, and neighbors that are within our soul family too. So you may have felt that, but that was really beautiful. She was really lovely. Penny Thomas. How nice. Yeah, it was neat the way you saw her that way too. Was there something else, Terry Lee?
I was just going to say, I hope you guys weren't hearing all that noise behind me. Did you hear? No. Okay, good.
No.
It's my puppy has a bone and he's rolling it up and down the hallway, and I couldn't hear it.
So Lori says she loves that, Terry. Exactly. Yes. And she said that she's in tears. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Very nice. Well, thank you very much for the feedback, Lori. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. I have Hildy, and she said she'd like to know what her guardian angel may have to say about her spiritual path. Very nice, Hildy. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I think this is the first time I've read Hildy.
I don't think it's mine, but I don't remember what the other one was. You just can't unless they really big shaker and mover. She's saying that she had to keep a close eye on you, that you gave her a couple of scares a couple of times. She's saying that you were adventurous and you had you really pushed the limits, and that she had to save you a couple of times. Is this true, Hildy? I mean, I don't know if it was save your life or just save you from getting in trouble, but she's she's just telling me you were a little bit of a handful. Oh, she says you're a dear soul. You're a dear soul. Oh my gosh, that's very funny. So go ahead. I don't know if either of you have something. But a very high vibrational and funny, just like that she made me laugh and brought up something that was kind of tongue in cheek. She has this kind of energy. So
Yeah.
let me get more about your spiritual path. Oh, so I'll just continue because she did just shoot me. She just said that to um, continue to step outside of your comfort zone, continue to take risks, but not, not so much that she has to come in and save you, but she said that nothing ventured, nothing gained. And she said, when you risk and you dare to go on this adventure of spiritual enlightenment, and uh, she said that um, it's very good for you. It's very good for you to step outside of your comfort zone, take chances, go try things that you have never tried before. And she's encouraging you to move forward. And she says she has your back. She has your back. Have no fear around this. This is where you're supposed to be. This is your intended path. Okay.
Hmm, okay. Well, what I got kind of right away, I was kind of looking down, and they put an old-fashioned umbrella, the kind that had the point, the ferrule, so it's kind of upside down, and then they spun it. So I'm looking down into the upside down umbrella. It's spinning like crazy. So I think this is kind of referring back to what Jean said, that you gave them a run for their money. They're saying that she's a whirling motion. There's a lot going on in there. And they're saying you certainly do keep it interesting. And they are the angels happy, and because they all love us. They love us dearly. And this angel kind of goes, just they don't talk more about the spinning umbrella with lots of things in it being whirled around like in a big tilt-a-whirl ride. um, they they then show me you like walking down the street, and they've put like this cloche over you, this golden clear but kind of golden cloche. So what that says to me is they have you protected. So please don't lose the sense of adventure. Even if the sense of adventure, is small for you, they have your back. They have you protected. They have a little kind of dome of divine light around you. So keep going.
That's beautiful.
That's interesting, ladies. I got the same thing right off the bat, was that sense of adventure, that you have an adventurous spirit. And what I was hearing and feeling was just this immense amount of joy, just joy to be involved in your life. And then what I heard was, what you're doing now, the spiritual path you're seeking now, is the adventure of your lifetime. Oh, it gives me chills.
Mm.
The adventure of your lifetime. Around every corner, there are new things you will discover. And you are on the path that will enrich your heart and your soul. You are on the path. And I just feel this joy and light, lots of joy and light.
Oh,
Yeah.
very beautiful. Very beautiful. Good going, Hildy. Nice going.
Good stuff.
They made me laugh and bust out laughing right away. Oh my gosh. They're lovely, lovely. I say they because I think, oh, she says, thank you very much. You're welcome. I don't know if it's one or many, or you know how they have like a collective kind of a
Mhm.
consciousness, I guess.
Mm.
Yeah, very nice. Let me see. So I have a Sail Baby Sail, and she says, my boyfriend John or Jonathan died unexpectedly in 2017. I've had a rough month and would like a message. We're sorry for your loss, Sail Baby Sail. So let's see what we can do. I just heard the words, "Come on." What I hear him saying is, "Come on, you can do it. You can do it." He's almost like coaching you, or sort of giving you support, saying, "Come on, you can do it." He's saying it's okay to feel down and sad and longing for him at times. He said, but pick yourself right back up. He said there's no benefit in staying in that lower vibration. He said he understands that these things come in waves, especially when we feel challenged in life or when we are tired or weakened. He says, but he says, I'm right here. I'm right beside you. I haven't left you. And he says, come on, you can do it. You can do this. You can do this. But he wants you to pick yourself back up out of that lower vibration and just think of something funny, like really just try and push yourself out of that funk.
So Jonathan presented himself on the stage, and at least how I'm seeing him, he looks very tall, very handsome. He's, I think, has dark hair, and but he doesn't really stick around for me to take a good look, gander at him to describe him more. He immediately puts a tree on my stage, a tree that doesn't have a ton of branches on it, and there's little blocks of wood attached to the tree, and he wants you to climb, and he's encouraging you to climb the tree, and he's climbing behind you. You're climbing up, and up in the tree is like a platform, and you sit on the platform, and this tree is close to water, and you can look out at the water, and he's kind of looking out at the water with you. It's almost like it feels like he's sitting on this platform with you, spooning you, kind of, sitting behind you. And what he's telling me is you have all the resources you need. You um, can climb the tree without me. You can get out there. And he says, now I want you to get up there and take a new perspective on all of this. Look at this from a different point of view. And I also get the feeling that I don't even know what about this is telling me this, but he feels like he's telling you it's okay to move on. Like, in a way, saying getting another boyfriend. That all of oh, all of his love, the things you experienced with him are the little blocks on the tree helping you up. Oh, okay. So he's just letting you know that everything's okay. It's okay. You're not being disloyal eventually to move on. That love is love. It's always with you, whether you're on the ground or up in the tree. Just just enjoy that love and use those resources to find your best life.
I got that too, Terry, that there was another love coming if they're not already here.
Hmm.
Go ahead,
Beautiful.
Terry. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I saw someone similar to who you described, Terry, and a very handsome, sweet, sweet spirit, a sweet soul. And what he said to me, the first thing he said, you've got to believe in yourself. Cookie. I don't know if he called you Cookie. I'm jumping out, but that's what I heard. You got to believe in yourself, Cookie. You got to pull yourself up and know you are powerful. You have everything that you need. Your dreams are precious and you have the right to make them come true. He's saying you deserve this. You deserve a good and beautiful, happy life. And he's saying, I so appreciate all the love that you gave me. And I'm cheering you on. I'm rooting for you. And now he's just saying, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. That's the message.
That's beautiful. She says he was very handsome, long dark hair. Our first date, we sat at the water with him behind me, just like Terry described.
Oh,
If that isn't confirmation, I had chills head to toe. That is confirmation that he is with you. He is here. He is always with you. And just think of those. Oh, I guess she'll be back. I think of those. Oh, there you are. Think of those blocks on the tree of all of those attributes or experiences that he gave you to build your character so that you can have so that you can bring this to your next relationship. It's like experiences um, to enhance your next relationship. Oh, you're welcome. She says, thank you. Sail, baby, sail. Oh, how handsome. He is very, very warm and loving. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And very encouraging. Aw, he loved you dearly for sure. How lovely. It's hard to let go of him sometimes, because you just keep. I know, I know. Okay. So let me see. I haven't. Um, okay. So I see Dawn here. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Nice to see you. Here she has it twice, but this one says, oh no, I see. So you're saying message from her cat. Oh, a moosey, and she's a tabby. Okay. I didn't.
I think it's mousy.
mousy.
Oh, it's mousy. I have these things on. I still can't read. It's not easy driving, girls. All right.
It is.
Well, thank
It is hard. It's a
thank
challenge.
thank you. And I see Sandy is here and Viviani is here, Jennifer and Nivra is here. Thank you all for coming. It's so nice to see you. Butterfly Kisses Healing, thank you very much for all that you do. You are so wonderful. Oh my gosh. Wow. Very nice. Okay. All right. So let's see. Dawn's cat, Mousy, and Mousy Tabby. And I guess it's a tabby cat. Oh yeah, she phonetically put it there for me, Mousy. Thank you, Dawn. You're very special. I appreciate that. We need your support.
Mm-hmm.
So I just see her like kind of looking very quickly. She was maybe I don't know what they call it, like skitty or scattered or like very jumpy. I know cats are jumpy to begin with, but a little more excessive. Very jumpy. Very. I see her sort of like snapping her head back and forth, like if she hears something. Um, so, but this is just the first vision I got. saying scaredy cat. She's saying that she was always checking behind her, always worried about what was coming up from behind her. I'm
Mhm.
not sure if she had an incident with perhaps a vehicle that almost or something may have almost fallen on her or something, but she said she's always been, sort of watching her back and almost she would scare herself sometimes. She would be laying there, laying in the sun on a cushion or something, and then she would feel something, just a little something, a little noise or a little movement behind her, and she would just jump from being laying down. I'm not sure if this is her personality or her energy at all. So, what would you like to say, Mousy, to Dawn? She's just telling me that she spent the best years of her life with you. She's saying that you were such a beautiful soul to share energy with. She's saying that you cared for her and she could hear your thoughts during the day and your kind thoughts and your kindness to others and your kindness to yourself. Like she said, she really loved how dedicated you were to your life, to others' lives, and that you really always tried to do the best that you could, and she loved being around this type of energy. You weren't trying to cheat anybody out of anything. You weren't trying to be better than the neighbors. You always had this purity about you, this honesty and the goodwill for all. And she said it was such a beautiful energy to be around. And that's where I'm going to stop and let you girls have a chance.
Well, I got right away from her, and this is the thing. I felt independent, and cats are. So I was like, ah, you got to be more descriptive for me. I feel like, and it was sort of like what you were describing, Jean, that she would hide under things or beneath things, and you would have to coax her out. That you would coax her out with your love, and she was giving me the feeling like she was very thankful that you were so tender with her because she felt afraid, because she was um, hiding. I just see her hiding under things. And you would coax her out, and then I just hear her purring next to you. I just heard this really loud purring and a satisfaction of the love that you gave her, the care that you gave her, the treats that you gave her, the toys you gave her. She feels like you were her whole world, and she was so grateful to be there with you because you're such a special soul. Um, yeah, I think that's what I'm getting.
I'm I'm getting the weirdest message. Okay, bear with me here. So Mousy appeared on my stage, and then behind Mousy were many more cats. So Mousy told me, I come today representing the Tabby Collective. And then she shows me tabbies of all kinds, gray ones, yellow ones, the ginger and white ones, the gray and white ones, the just all the full tabbies, the partial tabbies. And she said, sorry, now I got to read my own writing here. We are a diverse base of animals. We um, we are very stealthy cats. We're not as pretty as a Siamese. We're not as scary as a black cat. We're not. They said we are stealthy that way because we come in and steal your hearts.
Oh,
Um, we think that you are very special. And she says anyone who she doesn't say own. She's very careful not to say own a tabby. Is special. And she said, the Tabby Collective is the one we're going to steal your hearts. We're going to come in there and really give you what you need. So that's Mousy seems to be, at least in today's message, the head of the collective. So there you go.
That
Yeah,
is cool. I love it. The
that's a
Terri
cute kid.
Collective. Brilliant.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Ah,
Really
yeah.
beautiful. Thank you. And Dawn says she was a little lady and she said she had her for 19 years.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
amazing. Wow.
Wow. I'm looking for Amy's. Oh, yeah, I do have yours, Amy. I do. She just wanted me to double check. Yeah, I do. She said, I was lucky to have her for 19 years. Thank you very much, Dawn, for introducing Mousy to us. You're very kind and generous to us. And thank you very much for your question. So I don't know why I can't see it here. Oh, here it is. It was up here. So Amy Chechka.
Ah,
I love that name now that I could say it. I currently work in medical records, but I'm wondering what kind of job would be right for me. I will be moving out of state, so we'll need to find a new job. Wow, brand new beginning. What an opportunity. The world is
wow.
your oyster. So let
Yeah.
me see if I can get into Amy's energy. Hmm. So they're telling me that you do like, oh, and she's been in it for 19 years. You do like the medical field. You like helping people. You like being of service. You like aiding people who have are misfortunate because of their health or conditions. That you feel that this type of environment has empathic workers around, and they are caring people, and they're not very petty like a typical you know like a insurance company might have workers that might be a little petty and not as you like to work around people who have good work ethic and have interest in doing a good job. You don't like to work around people who just come in and push the papers and then leave. You like to be around people who are truly interested in making a difference. And they're just telling me this medical environment and medical office environment is conducive for you because of your empathic nature and being around others who are very caring and sensitive people. That's what I got.
So so I consulted my pendulum first to like, should she stay in this field? Should she stay in, and it said yes right away. And then I said, I asked, should she stay in the field broadly or the very same job? And it seems like it's broadly. And they put an image in my head that I just couldn't get away from. I kept thinking, oh, you're making that up, and just they just won't let the image won't they won't let the image go. And they're showing me you working for a high-tech company that is they have this medical recording software, and that you're helping them make it work better on the ground because you have the experience. You know what life is like as the medical recorder, and can help them make something easier to use. I so I don't know if there's a company like that where you're going to move, but that they're just putting that idea in my head. So that's what you got from me.
excuse me. Well, Amy, that's interesting. I used to be the IT for a little medical clinic in the valley I live in. So I decided to draw cards, and I got some interesting ones. And see what the cards end up telling you. So the first card I drew was King of Pentacles. Okay. This is the King of Pentacles, very loyal, very committed, very emotionally involved in whatever it is you're doing. And then the second card I drew was Judgment. Now, that's not always what it sounds like. The Judgment card can be an awakening. The Judgment card can be a new start, a wake up call, something like that. Okay. And then we put that with the Nine of Cups. Once more, cups. That's all about emotion. So this is like wishes fulfilled. This is the wish card. Yeah. Something really good is going to come to you. And what I'm feeling to say with the association of these cards is really value your true talent and your care. And I'm hearing your creativity. So it sounds like maybe something like what Terri was talking about. You might have an opportunity to expand yourself and do things that you never dreamed. Wishes fulfilled. So be thinking about your wishes. Manifest what you want, and really feel like you've already got it. Feel like you've already found it, or they are lucky to have found you, right? Really get that emotion going so that when the time comes, you'll know it. You'll know it when you see it, and you'll just dive right in. Yeah. Sounds like fun.
Very nice. All the best to you, Amy.
Yes.
And if nothing else, find something like at a acupuncture office or a massage office or something where you can get what is they called some nice benefits along with that.
Benefits.
Or chiropractor. My chiropractor has acupuncture and massage in the office, so maybe one of these. But
Oh,
that might not be up to that might be a little bit like a step down, but depending on what you're looking for.
yeah.
All right. So Ellen, are you still here? Is Ellen R still here? And I don't know if I can tell. Let me see. Participants. Yeah, I think a couple had jumped off, which I understand, but I just want to make sure that let me see. Sandy, are you still here? Oh, Ellen's here. Okay, let's go back to Ellen. Thank you, Ellen. Okay, yay, Ellen is here. So she said, could I have a message from my late father, Matthew? We were estranged when he passed.
Well, this is a little. I rarely get people or souls on my stage saying something negative about themselves, but he's like, "Oh, I was a grumpy old lump." He's like, "I hope you didn't. I hope you can overcome the things I said. I hope that every single thing that divided us uh, gives you motivation to keep going." And he's showing me this unusual picture where that it's like you're running across the top of his head, and your next step is out into the galaxy, and you're grabbing for higher and higher. He wants you to take everything that he taught you that was good, everything that he may have showed you that was bad, and ignore it all and reach for the stars, reach for the sky, because he did not know everything. He's really admitting he had such a limited view that he feels a little regretful, actually. Is there anything else, Matthew, that you want to say, you want to get across? I feel like he's saying nothing I said was true. Nothing I said means one darn thing in the world you're in now. I really had blinders on. That's what he's saying. I really had blinders on. Please forgive me. Okay, that's what I got.
Wow. I really kept getting the word blind come up in communicating with him. Just I was blind. I was blind. And what he was communicating to me with some lifetimes we live are hard lessons. This was a hard lesson, but you gave me love. You gave me love, which completely taught me about understanding at the very end that I was given what I needed and I was blind. I was blind that it was there. I was blind that you cared and that you loved me. But know this, that this lifetime for me was a lesson and I learned it. And I'm very proud of you. And I thank you for what you gave me, which was pure and kind. Yes.
That's sweet. Very nice, very nice. I too got the fact that he couldn't see. He was distracted and blinded. I think he had a lot of ambition and really wanted to make money and felt as though children and families sort of got in his way. And he was very motivated and very tunnel vision on what he thought success was. And he almost like stepped over people and family and disregarded them in order to gain his own, whatever he needed to do, whether it was his friends or his addictions or his business, whatever it was always more important than the people around him. But he understands now that when he crossed over to have a life review, the hurt that he caused to people around him because of his behavior, and he understands how precious and how valuable that relationship was in his life, or your relationship with him, and others that he may have mistreated in his lifetime. And he understands now the preciousness and the gem that you have inside of you. And he says that he is still your father, and that he does ask for your forgiveness. And he says, I know better. He said you always could see the things I couldn't see. And this is the blinding. This is blinding, couldn't see, blinding, couldn't see. Other people could see, other people tried to tell him. I'm not sure. It almost is like teetering on either it's an addiction, but it could have been a job addiction or a friend's addiction or something that could have been a substance addiction, something that made him not see what was really important in life. And he just he wants to try and make it up to you, and he sees how pure your heart is and how much love that you have for him in spite of the his behaviors. Um,
Yeah.
very lovely, Ellen R. Mhm, mhm. Dawn says he was lost and now he sees. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, thank you, Dawn. Yeah, such good connections, questions and connections, Ginny says. Very nice. And Ella says, thank you, Terry.
Ah,
Oh, very nice. Yeah, I think, Steve, I wasn't sure what the what your question was in there, but I do have Sandy, and I think that Sandy's going to be our last one. We're a little over an hour here. And M. Steve, if you want to jump in on our next live, I'll be sure and take you then. Think, think, think of a question, uh, that you would like to ask. Because I saw that you said you were, what just wasn't sure what the question was. So sorry about that, Steve. Sandy W. Any messages from mom? And what's your mom's name, Sandy? I'm sorry I didn't see that. So Ellen R says all three of you gave great readings. Really got in touch with him.
Oh,
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. Steve's going to wait till next time. Sandy is going to let us know. Oh, it's Esther. Okay, Sandy's mom's name is Esther.
Oh, that was my mom's name. I love
Oh,
it.
really? Wow. I just have to say what I hear the first thing because she says, it's just like I always told you. So whatever it is that she's saying, it's just like I always told you. So if you have a question, if you're trying to figure out a problem, she's saying that this is something that she's told you about before, that she's given you advice or counsel on before. It's just like I've always told you. Oh, she's saying to trust yourself. Trust what your feelings are and what your intuition is. She's saying trust yourself. She said if you're unsure, if you have questions, she's saying trust your gut, trust your intuition, and trust yourself. Hmm. She's saying make sure you speak up and open your mouth. She's showing me her mouth open and make sure you speak up.
Mhm.
And she's saying all you can do is you have you as long as you take action, you'll never regret doing it. But if you don't take action, you may regret never saying something, you're never taking action. She's saying, so make sure you step up and say your piece and let the chips fall where they may. Okay. That's a lot from mom, so it must be something going on, Sandy.
well, I
She said she's crying because that's exactly what she would tell me. Oh my
Beautiful.
God.
Beautiful.
so again, I'm getting something. I mean, I've seen your mom on the stage, but she's immediately telling me, I have your back. I am always there for you to call upon, to borrow my energy, to borrow my knowledge. In a sense, what the first thing that they kind of like showed me was the Esther Collective. Sorry. She's like, Esther's come from a very, very long line.
Mhm.
She's basically telling me every Esther, Terry Lee's mom, Esther, the Esther in the Bible, the Esthers we know in the chat, the Esthers are something special.
Yep. It's true.
And she's showing me behind her like a flower or like a pine cone, like these petals. And they're all Esthers. There's Esthers woven, woven, woven back, and they're all there for you. They're all there in support of you. So call upon her, call upon the Esthers if you have to, for anything you need.
I love that, Terry. That's beautiful. I love it. Well, very much like my mom, Esther, would love to do. I felt her counseling you, like she's whispering in your ear. And what she said, you can't go wrong if you speak your truth. You can't go wrong if you speak your truth. You know in your heart, your power, your beauty, your special soul has something to say in this situation, and you can't go wrong speaking your truth. You'll have that confidence. You'll feel that fire. She's saying that fire in your belly. You'll feel that. You'll feel that confidence and power once you speak your truth and be true to yourself. Be true to your own soul in this special lifetime, in this special journey you're on right now. Oh, she is, wow, a very, very sweet soul, and yet at the same time, she's got that power of love. That's where my mom was, that power of love and care for people.
Right.
And she is just saying this so ever so strongly that trust yourself, trust what's in your heart, walk the path, and you'll be okay.
I did leave. I
Fire
did leave.
belly.
I did leave one thing out that I kind of forgot in all the messages she told me, but she showed me the Esther in the Bible. She said, if I didn't speak up, what would have happened? If I didn't show my love, what would have happened?
Yeah,
She's just backing up that speak your truth. Speak your truth. Just like both Jean and Terry said.
that was just what a sweet soul.
Yeah.
So demure and loving. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much for all of your feedback too, Sandy. That was very special. I'm glad that I spoke the words that say that would be something exactly what she would say. Because it was, sometimes those first few words, it's important. So, well, thank
It's
you
so
very much for your question, and thank you everybody. So, we are all finished taking questions today. I would just want to thank Terry Lee and Terri Suzuki for coming in and sharing their special. Crone Zone is here. Hi, Heather. Hi, Priscilla. Thanks for watching.
Hey, ladies.
Thank you. And thank you, Steve, for understanding. Next time, try and have a more specific question. I just wasn't sure if there was a question in there. That's all. And Terri Suzuki, where will you be next?
I will be next on this Sunday at 10 with Allie Martin on Heart and Soul Connected. And I will also be with you and Terry Lee and Joan and Priscilla and Heather Monday. The time is escaping my head right now, but it's for the Wisdom Circle. And Joan is going to be our first presenter, so I'm very excited.
It's 4 p.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. Pacific.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And how about you, Terry Lee?
That's going to be exciting. I'm really looking forward to that.
She'll be with.
I'll be with y'all. It's going to be so interesting to see how this just evolves and blooms into something really unusual and special. I will be. I'm doing the Crone Zone thing on February 10th, and I believe if we're still talking about that, I think we're going to talk about past lives.
Wow.
Our past lives.
Oh, cool.
So I'm really looking forward to it. I want to thank you so much today, Jean. What a beautiful, beautiful. It went by so fast. It was a powerful show.
It was. It was. It does go by really, really fast, you guys. She said she can't stop crying that we nailed it. She said,
that's so neat. That's so encouraging because lots of times we hear things like fire in your belly, and you got to just say it and you got to just let it come through you. And to get that kind of validation is really encouraging. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And happy birthday to M. Steve. His birthday is on February 10th. And I think that Ron Unconditional Love, his birthday is going to be this weekend. I will not be live this weekend, but I will be back on Monday to be with the Crone Zone and my co-psychics here. So thank you all very, very much. And if they would like a reading from Terri Suzuki, how do they get a hold of you?
They can just go to KigaruSpiritualJourneys.com and book it. And if you can't remember Kigaru, just go to my YouTube channel in the About and you'll find the link.
Excellent. And how about you, Terry Lee?
Yeah, I am at purevisionarypsychic.com. Very easy to book a reading. So.
Excellent. And everybody knows it's on psychicgene.com. and thank you to all of the moderators who are putting it into the chat. I appreciate that very, very much. If you are watching this in the after on the replay, please let us know how you like the readings and what you felt when you were listening to the readings. It'd be interesting to hear a little bit of that feedback. And thank you everybody for being here. And everybody have a great weekend. Happy Friday, everybody.